Okay guys, welcome back to B Adventures. Another gear review, this time shoes. We're going to be covering the Keen, specifically the Keen Gypsum, men's Keen Gypsum shoes. Now, if you want the short review, get them. If you've been interested in hiking type shoes, something well supported but in a shoe format, get them. Okay, there's the short review. If you want to listen to me babble on for the rest of this review, I'll explain why and why I like them so much and why they're my favorite shoes now. Okay, so bear with me. Let's put these aside for a sec. Ideally, especially if you watch my videos, I like to do outdoor activities. Now these are my Oakley SI boots. They are the original SI, meaning this is actually like a rubberized toe. The grip pattern's slightly different. The mass-produced ones had a more of a square pattern. This has more aggressive teeth. Now these are very popular because they became this hyped up military boot. As you can see, very thick, beautiful thick padding. It's got breather holes on the side, well reinforced. Like I said, protected toe, good grip, blah 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 blah. It's basically a sneaker on steroids. Very, very comfortable. I got these very affordably, but they cost around $200 in Australia, so quite expensive. But as you can see, it's quite big. You know, they're hefty, they're big. I'm trying to fit it on camera. Forgive me guys, trying to look through the viewfinder, trying to fit this whole thing. These are, I think, a mid. They're not that big. It's what's considered a mid-sized boot. They're okay. I mean, they're great. They're comfortable. They're well supported. I love them for hiking. I love them for walking around town. But they do get a bit warm, being boots, traditional boots. And these are actually quite light, but still a little bit heavy. But it's more about the mass. It's just that bulkiness. Again, that's the advantage. It's got great grip. This is something Oakley figured out many years ago. So again, why these were hyped up. Excuse me guys. Just trying to pull out the insole. So I'm going to refer to certain things. The outsole being the outside here. And the insole being this. Oh, excuse me guys. Let's do it off camera. It's a little bit easier. Okay, I'm talking about that. I've had these for a good few years. Gosh. So excuse the lint. Excuse me. See? I know it's marketing, guys. The Oakley Elite Standard Issue, SI. That's what SI stands for. And they became a famous Special Forces boot. Again, hey, it's a product. They're trying to sell it because the Navy SEALs were known to have adopted it. Other military services got it too. Plenty of guys out there went and got them. People like me, hey, we use them for hiking or just for the cool factor. Nothing wrong with that. See, genuine Oakley. But what's so important is, see how this is a urethane? It's almost like a rubbery urethane. This makes the footbed very comfortable by nature, so it'll mold to your foot and absorb shock. So you saw those boots, very well reinforced, very well padded. You know, just like this this ankle area, very nicely padded. It even breathes on the side, fantastic. And then you got this. So what's the problem, right? Since these are my favorites. Well, I can't wear them every day. Sometimes they're just too bulky. It gets very warm in summer, don't get me wrong. Those breathers help, but it still gets very warm. Okay, so what's up next? Excuse that. Well, we got these Blackhawks. And again, I fell for the marketing. These ones are very nice. As you can see, they're very tall. Forgive me guys again, trying to fit this on camera. Moving my towel around. See? They're quite tall. It's a bit longer than a mid-length bit. I like that. See these panels? They breathe very well. So a great summer boot. A bit lighter, very lightweight. But because of that, that's also the disadvantage. It's not well reinforced. So you get a lot of this floppiness. You can roll an ankle. You got to be careful. I have. And I use this for hiking. So this one, the best advantage is that very aggressive. Look at that. Very aggressive teeth. Great for hiking. You can watch my Filipino hiking video where I'm with my Filipino friend and I'm actually walking up a wall. I'm actually walking up a very smooth Gibraltar rock, meaning like a smoother, it's almost like granite type rock. So the point is, excellent for rock climbing, excellent for hiking, but these are actually quite uncomfortable. Again, because it's not really well supported. And remember guys, these are boots. These insoles are not very good at all. Forgive my lint, my goodness. See, these look cool. They look well padded, but these just bottom out. See how it's just like flimsy material. The other Oakleys were much denser, like a rubbery polyurethane, so they could really absorb that shock. So I found these actually get quite uncomfortable after a while. As I said, they breathe very well, lightweight, excellent grip, but again, I don't particularly feel like lacing up my boots every day. Okay, so let's go on to something else. Forgive me guys, this is still a review on the Keen shoes. I will get to the point soon. Thank you for bearing with me. Basically, these are my beautiful Oakley SI just fashion shoes. You guys know what I mean, just sneakers. Gorgeous shoes, look how flimsy they are. Okay, look how thin they are. Okay, again, if you look at the insole, this is why. Just a cheap, see that's just the glue, they just glue them in. See, flimsy, no support, you can even see the light coming through. Yeah, from my lighting. Okay, that's fine, these are good looking shoes, I love them. But I get sore knees and ankles, and I get sore feet because they're not supported. So gosh, what's the conundrum here? I'm looking for something tough and supportive like boots, but a bit more practical like shoes. So that's where these guys came in. To be honest, they look a bit daggy, meaning they didn't look very cool, they didn't look very fancy, but I didn't care. I just thought, look, I saw them on sale on Amazon USA, Amazon.com, and I thought, look, they're only $100. This is, I've had them for about 2 years now, no exaggeration. I got them in 2013 for my travel. So if you've seen my other travel videos, I went to Vietnam wearing these, and I went to Philippines twice. Actually, no, 3 times. I've been to Philippines 3 times wearing these. So, and of course around town in Australia. I mean, Australia, I've travelled, you know, around Australia in these. So these are my great everyday wears. And okay, here's why. See the style? Immediately I was attracted. See that well-supported style? That extra support makes a huge difference. So again, you can't bend them easily. I mean, there's a little bit of flex, sure, but very well supported. See, nice thick outsole. See how it's reinforced here too? I mean, it looks cool, looks a little bit like carbon fiber. I've really put the wear on it. As you can see, I have worn these down to the nub. So I have literally had these since 2013. Gosh, I would say 2 years of hard use. 2 years. I mean, it's 2016 now, early 2016, but I would say 2 years of hard use. You could technically say 2.5 years. Okay, look how far I've worn that down. Now, here's the gist of it. It does have an excellent moisture wicking fabric. Yep, the lining's got it. That actually works. It's very comfortable, breathes quite well for what it is. Naturally, because of this leather outer, it does get a little warm in summer or in hot countries, but it's fine. So not as heavy as a traditional boot, but not as lightweight or soft as maybe a fashion sneaker or your average sneakers. I find sneakers just don't last. They usually tear apart, especially if you're like me and you like going hiking and that sort of thing. You've got this protected toe, love it, absolutely love it. I've had lots of scuffs and bumps. I've taken this rock climbing. I've worn these into the jungle, literally the Mekong Delta Vietnam jungle. I've worn these into the Philippine jungle. I've been rock climbing in Australia, Philippines, everywhere. So my point is, especially when you're carrying extra, heavy backpacks and luggage when you're traveling, it's great to have that extra support and comfort. The only downside is they did come with these Keen insoles, and it's like what I've been saying before, very flimsy. They didn't do anything. See, I mean, it's air rated, so I mean, they were fine, but I just found they really weren't supportive enough. So I just got these generic, I literally just got them off the internet, off like eBay. They're called Diabetic insoles. That's just the generic name. Okay, as you can see, it's got some padding on top, and again that urethane, that rubbery polyurethane style supportive footbed. I just like them. I might start go to fiberglass, reinforced fiberglass ones, since I like support so much. But these absorb the shock very, very well. As you can see, I've nearly worn these out because 2 years. These were actually oversized, and then you just chop them. You just get scissors and you cut them to the size you want. So certainly very good. I think I got these for like $16, something like that, $20. Again, you guys could easily find them. I'll show you guys the inside. Okay, but basically, yeah, certainly very well made. The 2 years, I mean, it speaks for itself. And what I'll do, just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go get some stuff and show you how I take care of them. Okay, so basically, it came with a very dry Nubuck style leather. Nubuck, means basically a velvety style leather. So what they do is they get the leather and they scrape it until it's got a nice velvety look and feel like a dry look. Very popular with a lot of sort of desert style boots. But the point is, it's usually a very good quality leather by nature. This has certainly been the case, as you can see. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking it up. It looks quite good. I mean, 2 years, guys. 2 years of hard use. A little bit more than 2 years. They have lasted. They've lasted well. You know, this area here too, this mesh area, sorry, it does breathe very well. This top area here. You know, especially if I get them muddy, so I might get them really, really muddy, really, really dirty or dusty. All I do is I just get neutral shoe polish. Neutral I find is always best. If you use dark shoe polishes, they tend to stain your clothing, so it'll rub off on your pants or your jeans. So as you can see, it's just like a beeswax, natural beeswax. You just take some, rub it on the leather. You know, especially if they're really, really dry. That's just something I love to do to all my leather products. It's just me, you may not bother. And then I just give it a brush. That's it. So that's all I've done for 2 years. Mainly just when they're dirty, I'll just give them a quick wash. If they're really muddy, I'll just hose them down and then let them dry in the sun and then put that stuff to treat them. Also, maybe in winter time when it's really wet or raining, I'll do that to help waterproof it, and of course it keeps the leather looking beautiful. So yeah, as I was saying, guys, very well supported, excellent grip for hiking. I was surprised about that. I was worried that the grip wouldn't be very good, but it certainly proved itself. What else? Yeah, look, this very well executed. Guys, I gotta be honest, just very well executed. You can find them. Oh, sorry, I'll talk about that stuff later. But okay, so look how far I've taken it. I have worn these down to the nub. See how it's splitting? I was starting to split them open. I've put the wear and tear on these things, so I thought, you know what? I find these so great, I'm gonna get some more. So the problem is I had a lot of trouble trying to find these in Australia. There were not many vendors at all selling it. I did find some online vendors and they were selling them ridiculously expensive, like $180 to $200 Australian. So not only is that extremely expensive, you know, it was just kind of sad, you know, that they were so hard to find and also expensive. So I got to be honest, no one's paying me to say this, but yeah, I got some more. See, brand new. You can see how fresh they are, brand new. I went and got some more. I love this color. This is the Shitake. I know it's an unfortunate name. Shitake meaning like a brown tan. See how it's like a brown tan color here. You can see how the nice new beautiful grip. Yeah, ready for the next adventure. So I will be wearing these for my next Philippines trip or my next trip around the world or whatever. And of course around town. I love that, how they changed that. You know, they're like safety boots. I think Keen should really stop doing that. So I think it makes it look kind of daggy, kind of hokey. See, it's got like a safety boot look to it. And they put it on the back. I don't mind it. See how the yellow marking? But it looks much nicer if they either get rid of it or they colour it something different. So it doesn't look like a boring safety boot. I see, you got the yellow on the back here. But yeah, look, excellent. The moisture wicking material is excellent, very comfortable. The only downside, as I said, I just like to remove the unsupported insoles, put in some better supported ones or some better shock absorbing urethane or diabetic style ones. I'm not a diabetic, but that's just what they tend to be called if you want to search for them. Literally, there's no name brand, as you see. Otherwise, I'd just tell you the name brand. They're generic. There's no name on this product. Okay, but basically, yeah, guys. So I got them from Amazon because I love the fulfillment. I got these in 2 weeks, even though I'm in Australia. So Amazon USA, they fulfilled the order wonderfully. Not a problem. I got them for a great price. So they were about $100. I think they're on sale. And then I paid for the shipping on top of that. So I think I paid about $138 Australian, all up. Excellent deal, excellent value. But again, for me, I want that support. See? I want that thick support. Especially when you're doing a lot of traveling, it will take its toll on your body. And all that weight is going right into your feet. Everything, your 20 kilograms of luggage, your backpack, you know, your own body weight, blah, blah, blah. So for me, I'm an outdoors person, adventurer, but even just around town, love them. So, sorry, I hope I didn't talk too long and babble on too much, but yeah, excellent. King Gypsum, these are the men's. Oh, by the way, they do have a women's line, and I actually got a female friend to try them on. She's one of my mother's friends. She's an older lady, very nice, sweet old lady, and she said the same thing. Hey, I'm getting sore knees, I'm getting sore legs, I'm getting old. And I said, well, you know, sure, you're getting old, but I said, look, why don't you just try these on? She goes, no, they're men's shoes, don't be silly. And I said, look, just try them on. And she did, and of course they were too big for her. But she noticed straight away that support. She goes, oh, wow, because she usually wears, excuse me, shoes like this. She wears these like fashion shoes, you see, like sneakers. Very thin, okay? So as soon as she tried these on, she noticed that support straight away. Look, it's not for everyone, but she noticed the pain in her legs and her knees was stopping. So she went and bought her own female fashion shoes, like platforms, you know, women's platform shoes, the thick women's boots. But my point is, even if you're not into these shoes, it's maybe just something to keep in mind, you know, if you're carrying a lot of weight and luggage, if you're doing a lot of traveling, or if you're someone who gets sore feet, sore knees easily, you might want to try looking at just getting some better supported footwear. Alright guys, that's the review. I am also going to put some links below, so check out the links below. I am an Amazon affiliate now, so you can check out those links if you want to help me out. Just saying, and it's especially probably going to be beneficial to the US audience because, hey, Amazon USA, if you're in USA, their order fulfillment is a bit better, and sometimes they even do free shipping or free local shipping. If you're like me, international, it's a bit harder. Sometimes they won't send it at all to Australia. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.